What's up, y'all? This is Master P. I just want to tell y'all subscribe to PIPERBOY Williams, your verified source of battle rap and entertainment. You heard me?
Shout out to everybody I want to talk. We got to let Adi Boom back. Wait a minute. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say this. So look, I'm chilling. I'm looking on Twitter and I'm kind of reposting or retweeting a lot of people that are at the event of Civil War. And they got a lot of videos. They're showing videos of Rum Nitty, versus Fonz, videos of Fonz, videos of Nun, Chef Trez. They're showing a lot. Clean Paper, Stumbles, like a lot. And I'm starting to see videos come out of TAY ROC and Kid SLADE. I'm seeing a video of like them arguing or something happens. It's like kind of a fight, like almost like breaks out, right? And I'm looking and I see like Kid SLADE, a clip of him like kind of reenacting, or not reenacting, but redeveloping like Geechee's angles that he used towards TAY ROC. He's kind of doing the same thing, right? Of what Geechee did versus TAY ROC with the seatbelt, but he kind of like did it over and did it in his way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, what is going on in this battle? And I see that Rock ends up posting paperwork, right? And so I'm like, yo, what is this paperwork? And Rock is basically saying like, yo, you talking about me, but like, your brother or whatever, like he got beat up, his teeth knocked out, all this. And then you sitting here like, instead of getting back at the dude, you and your brother like testifying. It's basically what Rock is saying.
That's what I'm showing. After looking at it closely, I realized that it wasn't close. And the nigga got out 6 years ago, but they gave 37 to his Cody. Fuck you, clown. You teach niggas snitching or arresting. You lucky that wasn't us. We would've sent them to heaven. Ripping a weapon. You did all that and you punch and become the battle rap. Your pussy ass up is witness protection.
So, I guess after the battle, like Rock ends up releasing the paperwork so everybody can see it. And it's like wild people on Twitter that's got the paperwork. And I'm like reading through the paperwork. And I'm like, yo, is it really this? You know what I'm saying? This is plug talk. Wait a minute. I'm like, yo, is it bad? Like, is it? Yo, so I'm reading it, right? And it is basically saying that I guess Kid SLADE's brother ends up getting beat up real bad by a guy named Ape or something like that. Dude beats him up real bad. And then like he takes like a bottle and he hits him over the head with a bottle. And the guy, like I guess his brother suffers like a laceration to the forehead. I think like 3 or 4 of his teeth get knocked out, and he's talking about, he's still suffering from migraines because the brother ends up testifying, giving his account on everything that happened. And then it shows that Kid SLADE testifies and points out the people, like at least, I'm not pointing them out, but like giving the names of everybody that was involved. And like, he ends up like in the Superior Court watching video, playback of the incident, and kind of just like letting the judge know like what's up, you know what I mean? Like, well, what's going on and his version of the events, and pretty much indicating the, like the parties that's responsible, you know what I'm saying? Or Ape that's responsible for a lot of this. And Kid SLADE is basically telling, so I'm watching, I'm like, yo, this can't, I'm reading this can't be true, Kid SLADE, plug talk, wait a minute. I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, watching what Rock is saying, I'm reading what this is saying, and I'm just like, this is wild, bruh. So now I know why Rock may have wanted to take this back. I don't know if Rock ended up finding out about this, like as the, the battle was booked, people started finding out about it, and then they approached him with it. Or maybe he already knew, because this happened in Hartford, and I know Rock knows a lot of people from around it. So it's like, did he already have this angle and then just wait to like get booked with Kid SLADE so he could destroy his career? Like, it's like impossible somewhat to come back from this. I seen Kid SLADE's response. He's basically saying like, yo, like he want to see Rock outside after the battle and, handle it like that. And then he also says something like, yo, I'm solid. You know what I mean? So he's trying to, he's saying he's solid. But then like the paperwork is saying like, cause I'm like, well, this can't be Kid Slade. Wait up. This can't be Slade. And I'm like on Twitter, I'm like, what's Kid Slade's name? And you know, they give me his name, I deleted it. And I look at the paperwork and I'm reading like what he's saying, and he's basically like telling them everything. You know what I'm saying? In the Superior Court, he's telling them everything. And it's kind of interesting because it's like, if this happens, if y'all are in the street and this happens to like your brother, why don't y'all like handle it outside of the courts or outside of like the police? You know what I mean? If a dude did that much damage, you know what I mean, and did that, and y'all are supposed to be straight, and this is all like encompassing of a music video, it's supposed to be going down, all this. This is crazy, you know. So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Is this gonna impact Kid Slade to where like this is gonna hurt him in the future? I think it is. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kid Slade, but I think it is, bruh. You know, I don't know how you can. I'm interested to see how this battle is going to play out. You know what I mean? URL, if y'all can, like, release, make that the first battle y'all release. Just go ahead and release it. I want to see it. You know what I mean? I want to see, like, what's going on. I heard that Kid Slade, like, choked or almost choked in a battle. You know, I seen the clip. It looks like he kind of lost where he was. Like, after he had said something about, you know what I mean? Like, kind of, you know, redoing like what Geechee did with the seatbelt line. It seems like he kind of messed up a little bit, you know. So I'm curious to see like how the battle is and if they end up keeping the almost fight in there and all that. But this is definitely, I think, gonna impact him. You know what I mean? And I also want to ask y'all, what do y'all think about paperwork being used in battles? You know what I mean? Do you feel like this is something that should continue? Do you think it shouldn't? I feel like if you're in a battle, anything goes, you know, and obviously Kid Slade is not writing to be a nice guy when he's battling Rock, you know, so, you know, I don't think it's far out of the realm of possibilities or it being fair for Rock to use paperwork. You know, I see a lot of people mad about it. Some people just like shocked like me, you know, when somebody talking like this in battles, you know, you wouldn't think that they would be like taking a stand or, you know, writing a statement, you know, on what happened. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section. Like, this is basically the paperwork of what it says. You know what I mean? And like, it's got him in there, you know what I mean? What's highlighted, that's him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna call him Kid Slade, but that's him. And it's basically of him running down the entire account of what happened and basically saying who did what to the Superior Court judge, you know, and this is something like gangsters. I'm not a gangster, you know what I mean? But gangsters shouldn't do or they shouldn't talk about, you know what I mean? Especially because if you pointing people out and you watching videos and you basically, you know what I'm saying? You doing all this in court. Is that a form of snitching? I see people saying like it's not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think it is. Anytime you just sitting on the stand or you sitting up there and you talking, it is. You know what I mean? It is. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Is this I'm curious. I want to see the battle. I can't say he got bodied. I can't say it's a dangerous game that Rock just played. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if it landed correctly, you know, that could knock somebody off they mental. And especially, you know, in a battle and they trying to figure out how to get back. I don't know, bruh. This is wild. This is crazy. You know, I heard that J Mills versus Geechee Gotti didn't go down. That ended up being postponed. I don't know why it ended up being postponed. I do want to say this. It's becoming too often now that battles are being postponed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can get a handle on that, you know, and figure out what's going on to kind of stop that. But, you know, if there's an illness or stuff like that, like we can't really help it, you know what I mean? But I feel like now a lot of battles are being postponed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm curious about that. But Kid Slade, I'm interested to see maybe you do an interview and talk about it. Maybe try to, you know, I don't know, Adi Boom come back. They rehearsing. Adi Boom, wait a minute. I ain't saying Kid Slade and Rock. I'm talking about battlers. They rehearsing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the only person somebody brought out paperwork on, bruh. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know, bro. This is crazy. This is Slade. This is wild. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it says. The only thing you could like kind of say, I think, you know what I mean, is that ain't real. That's the only thing I think you can say, bruh. But it looks like it is. You know what I mean? And you can. I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Shout out to Rock. Shout out to Kiss like TAY ROCs. Why you do that, bruh? Why did you put? Come on, bruh. That's wild, bruh. That's wild. That is wild. I can't even believe this. This is messing up the blog that I got coming out. You know what I mean? I had to stop and talk. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. Shout out to Rock. Shout out to URL. Cause this is the damage, bro. Cause look, I'm not saying you wrong, but it's like they spent all this time developing Kid Slade. It might be a rap. He might still, try to battle. It's bread. I'm sure he probably getting up, thousands for battling. They ain't something he want to just stop getting, but this is going to impact him majorly. You know what I mean? I don't know. Kid Slade, I'm curious. Go on 3 Letterman's podcast, talk to him. Hip hop is real talk. I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? To see what you going to say. You know what I mean? Like, you still want to fight him, or you over that? You know what I mean? Maybe y'all talk about the situation and, get over it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. It's the paperwork. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? And it's saying you telling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't saying don't battle. But I'm just saying just something you're going to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. This is crazy. Adi Boom, come back! Peace. So before I get out of here, so this is what Rock is saying. So he's saying that one guy ended up getting 10 years in jail for it, right? And he ended up doing 6 years of the 10 years. And then he's saying like another dude ended up getting 37 years. And then another guy ended up getting 60 years. But he got the 60 years overturned, but he's been in there for 10 years and he's got $1 million bond. Then Rock is saying that Kid Slade's brother ended up snitching on like a whole nother case, like a murder case. You see what I'm saying? He ended up snitching on like a whole separate case and he's got paperwork for that. So this is wild. This is crazy. I'm interested to see what Kid Slade's going to say about it. Obviously, I'm sure he's going to do an interview. He has to. You know what I mean? So I'll be watching. I know everybody will be watching, trying to figure out what's going on. But I'm out. Peace.